welcome to the Patriot Hour for Monday, April 29th, 2019. If you're new to the channel, thanks for stopping in. Thanks for joining in. Thanks for giving us some of your time. We know you're busy. It's Monday. You're back to the grind, back to the work grime. We get it. All right. We're here to bring you tidbits of information on a need-to-know basis to help you keep filling in the pieces of the puzzle, folks. All right. To connect your own dots, to come to your own conclusions. All right. We know there was no collusion, no obstruction, no shit. All right. We got an article here we're going to jump into over, breaking news, basically. Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, who appointed Mueller, is gone. He's resigning. All right. We've been told, we've known. So we'll jump right on in this here. Make sure you are subscribed, folks. Make sure you are, maybe ring the bell. That way, toggle the switch that way the YouTube, when we put out a video, it might alert you. All right. We get tons of emails saying it doesn't work. I've been unsubscribed, but for the most part, it does work here and there it seems to be for quite a few people. So test your luck. Make sure you're subscribed. And here we go. Deputy Attorney General Rosenstein, who appointed Mueller, is resigning. So this just came about 40 minutes ago. U.S. Attorney General Rod Rosenstein, who appointed Special Counsel Robert Mueller in May of 2017 to investigate links between Russia government and President Donald Trump campaign, said on Monday he was resigning from his post. Rosenstein's departure effective May 11th was not a surprise. He had been expected to step down in March, and Trump already nominated Deputy Transportation Secretary Jeffrey Rosen to replace him. Rosenstein ended up staying on the job longer to help Attorney General William Barr manage the public release of Mueller's findings from his 22-month-long investigation, which was completed back on March 22nd. In a letter to Trump, Rosenstein echoed two of Trump's signature phrases, writing that he helped staff the department with officials devoted to the values that make America great, and adding that we always put America first. Mueller's investigation did not establish evidence that Trump's campaign illegally conspired with the Russian government. Mueller, in his final report, did not make a determination on whether Trump obstructed justice, but instead presented evidence on both sides. After receiving the final report, Rosenstein and Barr made their own determination, finding that there was insufficient evidence to charge the president. We enforced the law without fear of favor because credible evidence is not partisan and truth is not determined by opinion polls, Rosenstein wrote in his resignation letter. Okay, so we know that guy had tons of issues. He should have recused himself. All these people had wives who worked over here, were Clinton people that got donations or given donations or were given donations. They want to talk about recusal. That kind of works all the way up, folks, all right? Let's take a look here around the general web. Rod Rosenstein defends his role. 12 minutes ago. I think it was the one we just read. 12 minutes ago. 6 minutes ago. Rod Rosenstein submits letter to resignation of Trump. Just to make sure we get a fair reading of this here, folks. It's pretty clear. It's not much. So Deputy Attorney General Rod Rosenstein submitted a letter effective May 11th. His departure ends nearly a 2-year run defined by his appointment of special counsel to investigate connections between Trump and Russia. The departure had been expected since the confirmation of William Barr, but he hung out a little longer to help out. Interesting. All right, so that is one more person to add to the list of draining of the swamp. All right, draining of the swamp. We're seeing it live time, real time, right before our eyes. All right, no new Q. Checking over here, 3,330 in the series. Any more proofs or memes? Nothing. We got the I Spy and Trump knows. All right, nothing more there. Look at here. Beto announces his $5 trillion climate change. Humiliates himself. He showed up somewhere and there was only 32 people that showed up on the college campus. There's crazy stuff going on there. Pete Buttigieg accused of sexual assault. Here we go. All right, so this comes as a surprise. Democratic presidential candidate Pete Buttigieg has been #MeToo'd. His accuser, a 21-year-old Hunter Kelly, made the allegations in a Medium post. It's a pretty quick read. This is by far the hardest thing I've ever had to do, he wrote. For the past 3 nights, I've not slept over a single hour. I have vomited 8 times. I was sexually assaulted by Mayor Pete Buttigieg. He continued. I didn't know who he was back in February, only that he told me he was an important politician. When I started seeing him on television 3 weeks ago as a presidential candidate, I thought about coming forward. I am a gay man, he added. I have been grappling with my identity for a number of years. I live, work, and attend college in rural Michigan. I know that by coming forward, I will make my hard life even harder, but I must do so. I must do so for my country, for other gay men like me, and most importantly, to stop a very bad man from becoming president of the United States. Yikes. He didn't provide details on the alleged sexual assault. The entire post is short and vague, but at this point, the accusation is now out there. He ends by talking about how this is the hardest thing he's had to do. He even admitted to being suicidal and ultimately promised to tell us the full story in the coming weeks. So we won't jump to any conclusions there, but there you go. Maybe Pete needs to step down, in lieu of a full, lengthy investigation. He can maybe run next cycle. See how funny that is? That's how they do it on the left. They get somebody to come up with an accusation. That way they can ask this person to step down with all the light of all this going on. But of course they will ignore it and just keep moving forward, I'm sure, on the left. All right. This isn't really about a left or a right thing. It's just about evil people doing evil things and the hypocrisy between the evil ones. It's pretty sick. All right, wanted to keep this short and sweet. We'll keep it around the 10-minute mark. I wanted to give you that update there. Rod Rosenstein's gone. What is coming next, folks? Who's next and what's next? We'll keep our eyes open and we'll bring it to you as we see it. Again, I'm Mike. This is a Patriot Hour. God bless, Godspeed each and every one of you worldwide. And we'll see you back here on the next Patriot Hour update video coming real soon. Make sure you have a great evening. And we'll see you back here real soon.